So the first thing you need to do, you need to get mixed media paper or watercolor paper. You want to make sure that you have pencil. I'm not going to use erasers today, but if you feel like you need to have an eraser with you, I have a watercolor palette, paint brushes. I have two over here in water, and a rag if you want, or a paper towel. So I have my art rag over here. We are gonna draw the giraffe, and then we will start using the oil pastel. So I have a black oil pastel. The first thing is to set up your space. I'm gonna tape all sides of my paper. Now that I have all sides of my paper taped on the surface, I'm gonna start making my marks on the paper, my placement marks. I'm gonna use the top of my paper, just gently touch with my pencil. That's where the ears for my giraffe would go. This is as high as it's gonna go. And on the other side, I have where the neck is gonna meet. The first drawing would be the ears. You wanna make sure that you very lightly draw with your pencil, and it's almost like a shape of a leaf. You wanna make sure that you do the same, as similar as you can on the other side for the ears. And then you're gonna connect both sides with just a curved line on top. For the horns, you want to make sure that you have two parallel lines and then a circle on top of it. Then on each side, for the face where the eyes are going to go, you want to make sure that you have these two curved lines on each side facing each other. And you're going to bring this line all the way down, making a big U shape that will connect on the other side. We're going to go ahead and get the neck, so you can place your pencil on one side, bring the straight line that is going to get wider as you move down, and then you're going to do the same thing. You find the same spot on the other side, and you're going to bring that wider. And now we're going to move to the snout. You're going to get the same spot as you started the neck. You're going to bring this up, and it goes up like this, down, and connect with the other side. You want to make sure that you have the eyes. I'll make an almond shape or a leaf shape close to where the ears are. You have the nose over here. You're adding the mouth. And now you can really be playful if you want to create the shape of the ears, the inside, the eyes. If you want to add eyelashes, and then you can work on the spots. Now we're gonna use the black oil pastel or the black crayon to outline all of the pencil lines. You wanna make sure that you press it so it will show really dark. You have the option to also use the white oil pastel or the white crayons to make a few marks on the outside, on the background. And then when you color, you're gonna see some stars and some white marks. That could be really fun. If you also want to color the spots with oil pastel, this is your time. You can fill in the space. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a color for the mouth, and I'm gonna get a color for the eyes, so I don't have to color with watercolor, but it's optional. Now we're gonna start painting. You wanna make sure that your brushes are already in water, and watercolor needs water. So you wanna make sure that brushes are all wet, and the oil pastel and the crayon that we used over here, they are gonna resist the watercolor. So we're gonna start with our big brush right now because we're gonna go for the sky. So I wanna make sure that I bring water enough to make this soapy blue over here. And I'm gonna start from the top of my paper. I'm gonna go around my giraffe because I don't want my giraffe to be blue. And you see, because I used the white oil pastel, you already see that the oil from the oil pastel is resisting the watercolor already. So you're starting to see the marks, the white marks. So you see I have a darker blue on top, And as I was moving down my brush, I added a little bit more water. So it's showing a little bit lighter here. So now I'm gonna rinse my brush. I wanna make sure that my brush is very clear, very clean, and the water is running clear. I'm gonna use my rag to make sure so everything is good. I'm gonna wet it again, and I'm gonna start with my yellow because I'm making this beautiful sunset. The same way as I did the blue, I wanna make sure that I am creating this soapy, silky yellow over here with enough water. And I'm gonna start from the bottom of my giraffe. Now that your background is all painted and it has this beautiful sunset or sun rising effect, you want to make sure that you get a medium-sized brush, a smaller brush, because we are going to start painting the giraffe. So I want you to pick a color you want your giraffe to be. For the body, I want to do this nice orange and very gentle. You're going to start painting around. You're going to see that the black outline is resisting, so the watercolor is not going outside. When you're done with painting the giraffe, the body, you can decide what color you want to do for the snout, for the horns, and for each spot. So I have this now all painted, and I'm going to start having fun with making the spots really colorful. And now you have your giraffe. It's beautiful, colorful. Don't forget to sign your name. You can use your initials over here. You need to let it dry for a little bit. Once the paint is all dry, very gently you're going to start pulling off the tape. And you see that the tape created an interesting frame, a white frame, so your work will look so complete, beautiful, and just ready to go on the wall. I hope you guys have fun with us and keep creating at home. Share your images, your projects on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you hashtag Little Blank Canvas and share with our community so we can be creating art and celebrating life together.